What's up? Hey, it's Yogi here. I'm just going to show you some unorthodox techniques that they don't teach you in music school. And this is just how I play with my anatomy. Let's start with the first thing. So we got the thumb. I kind of just took that from the Hendrix vibe because it just works great. I mean, how would I avoid playing this fifth, right, if I didn't want to, because I don't want that sound. Sometimes I just want this sound, right? It's more open. So that's pretty basic. Everybody knows that. I also like using the thumb in a different way, like behind the fret. For instance, there's one voicing I play, this like B minor sixth, but I like to add 13th to it. You know, I don't know how else to play that, but I like using the thumb for that. What else do we have? We have harp harmonics, which we all know harmonics, right? But if you think of 12 frets above that, right, then you get harmonics. Now, that's just regular harmonics, but harp harmonics, I learned this from Ted Green. You can play a open, sort of quote-unquote open, and then so I'm fretting on the 12 frets above, right? So I'm playing the D string with the ring finger. Then I'm fingering the harmonic 12 frets above, and then next string G, and then so you get that, right? That's called harp. You can also play it harmonically, so not one at a time. And you can finger some chords too, like I guess like maybe A minor seventh, right? Quite pretty. So, and that's a Lenny Bro thing too. I think he really mastered that. Another thing that Ted Green taught me, a lot of this is Ted Green, is playing two strings with one finger. For instance, I have this one voicing I like to play, right? It's A minor ninth or something. Has an 11th in it too. Of course, I'm using the thumb also. I mean, you could technically do that, but then that would be hard to grab. So there's some voicings like, you get grab two notes at once. Yeah, which I dig. Or if you're playing like maybe a jazzy voicing, but you want the fifth in the bass, those kind of things. So yeah, two fingers, two strings with one finger. Another thing that I got from Ted also was vibratoing chords. You can get that a little bit from pulling on the neck, but you can also, go up and down classical guitar style. So you got that kind of vibe, but works good with these kind of chords, like yeah. I notice a lot of my favorite guitar players tend to pull on that fretboard a lot, and you get way more emotion out of the instrument. And what's another thing? I have kind of sort of bigger hands, so I like to use the smaller fingers. Like if I'm playing a D chord, sometimes my finger will touch open strings, so I use smaller fingers sometimes. Thinner, like the pinky. In that way there's less touching of strings. I don't know, just one thing I like to do. Another important thing is most guitarists think that capos are cheating, but actually it's really awesome. Like, you want to do that in the studio because it just sounds much cooler like this chord sounds pretty generic, right? If you're going to play B like that, well, I mean, I would, maybe do something like this and play B like, so you get these like nice open ringing tones. Or even like this. So you're still letting that 9 and that 5th ring. I mean, it's only so much you can do by fretting, It just sounds sort of boring, And open strings always make the guitar sound better, you always want to get those kind of sounds, especially for a studio. It's kind of a drag to throw a capo on your guitar when you're playing live. But if you have a tech and they're handing you guitars, then capos are always the way to go. You can also come up with way more interesting parts, if you put some delays on and things, and if you have something, say, in the key of, I don't know, whatever, stay in B, right? And maybe you could put the capo on the 7th fret, so you have this ringing, and then you kind of just, all of a sudden you have this beautiful mandolin-esque type of thing. Without the capo, that would be pretty much impossible. So, other unorthodox things. I'm a big vibrato guy. It's all about that for me. And, most guys just they just do bend a note and they're not paying attention to the actual like pitch they're going for. Then you have this vibrato, which is gorgeous. So, and you have these different rates of vibrato. You got different widths of vibrato. You can do like slow vocal or more like Paul Kossoff, Angus Young, or like Hendrix, which is more wide, like. So there's all sorts of little tricks with vibrato, So yeah, really play with your vibrato, work on different speed of vibrato and different width. You got your and bend the low strings too. Anyways, enjoy your day. Thanks.